Hello everyone and welcome to a day in my life. We're just gonna jump right in. I usually start my day with a run at the beach. I know I'm one of those annoying people that wakes up really early before work to run, usually around like 6:30 in the morning, and I get a good run in because it's just gorgeous in the morning. And I take a picture on Instagram story to brag about it because that's important. And then after that I rush home to make breakfast, usually eggs, toast, avocado, that kind of stuff. And then I try to do it all pretty quick because usually already running late by this point. Then after that I of course have a little bit of coffee to get ready for my day. And then it is a mad rush to get my makeup on. I didn't speed this up actually. This is how fast I do my I'm just kidding. So yes, it's a rush because I'm definitely late at this point. You can see that I showered and my hair is still wet, and I'm trying to go as fast as I can to get my makeup on before I have to rush off to work. Then I go get in my crusty Hyundai Elantra, so of course I can enjoy the LA traffic that I get stuck in before I park and rush over to work. Try not to get hit by any cars. At work, of course, we only do important things, as you can see from my Instagram stories and my fellow coworker. Today we went to see the new TikTok office, which was awesome, but of course I can't show anything because we were talking about super top secret stuff, sort of, not really, but kind of. Then I get back to the office to do some more work on the other accounts, and I'm usually there until about 5:30 or 6 p.m. until I leave so I can get stuck in more LA traffic on the way home. By the time I get home, I usually like to work on some of my blog and YouTube stuff if I'm not too tired, because there's plenty I want to do throughout the week just to make sure that I have all that stuff up and running. But usually I save most of this for the weekends because, like I said, I'm usually way too tired after work to actually get it all done. But if I feel like I can do a little bit, I usually try to do some when I get home. And that was the quick rundown version of a day in my life in under 3 minutes. There's a lot more to it that you haven't seen, and this is also a collaboration video, which I will talk about in the next scene. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video because it is the first time I'm doing a collaboration with someone. So today, this video is in collaboration with Laura. She is a full-time student in Scotland, and she's originally from Germany, but right now she's studying full-time as well as doing a bunch of other things that I'm going to get into. She reached out to me after she saw one of my videos about how I balance freelancing and doing all that kind of work with doing a full-time job. So she wanted to compare being a full-time student and working on freelance projects, and then my life here in Los Angeles, where I work full-time at a creative agency while also doing some side hustles. So Laura is currently balancing doing YouTube, getting her life coaching certification, doing some freelance projects, also doing a part-time social media job while also being a full-time student. So she does it all. She does a lot, and she stays so on top of things. She's very organized, and her channel is amazing. Like, it has tons of videos on freelancing, how to be like a girl boss and get in that mindset, and some study abroad vlogs. So if you're interested in any of that kind of like lifestyle stuff, she has so many videos and she's really consistent with uploading. So after this video, definitely go check out her day in the life, and comment below if you came from my channel, and then if you came from her channel to see this video, definitely comment below and say hi. You saw my quick rundown of a day in my life, and I just wanted to do that little overview pretty quickly so you could get a basic idea without me going into too much detail. But really the main focus of this video is just going to be balance. Like, how do I balance doing YouTube and other freelance projects as well as having a full-time job? Because I know the biggest thing is people saying they would never do that because they don't have enough time. And to be honest, it is super challenging to balance all this stuff. Sometimes you have to sacrifice time with friends or your boyfriend or girlfriend or family just so you could get some of your side hustle and online business work done. So today I really want to talk about how I do that and how I find that time to do both, and how I've learned from mistakes or tried new routines or things to incorporate into my daily schedule to make sure I can do it all. First First off, as you know, if you've watched my channel or watched the first part of this video, I do have a full-time job at a creative agency, and usually I work from about 10 to 6, like maybe 9:30 to 6. So because of that, I usually like to do some of my freelancing work before or after work. So for me personally, I know that I enjoy being productive in the early mornings. And for some people, that just doesn't work. Like, it might take you forever to wake up and like get your brain going and moving, in which case working in the morning is just not good for you. And you shouldn't feel pressured when you see all these videos about people making like a 5 a.m. morning routine that you have to be like that to be successful. Sure, you get more hours if you wake up earlier and are doing stuff before work, but if it's just miserable for you, then it's just not worth it. So definitely find a schedule that is catered to your lifestyle and what actually makes you feel good. Another one of my big priorities is working out, because I love working out. I love doing all these different types of exercises like running, Pilates, spin. If that is a main priority to you, that's also something that you have to factor in and balance. So sometimes that makes it tough because that takes up even more time that you would need to work on these online businesses or side hustles. So for me, I kind of have gotten down to a schedule of working out maybe like 3 days a week during the work week, and then leaving 2 mornings to work on my business stuff. So maybe Monday I wake up and I work on my business stuff. Tuesday morning I'll take a Pilates class. Wednesday morning I'll run. Thursday I'll wake up and work more on like YouTube or blog stuff. And then Friday I might take a day off, or I might do another like yoga class or something. So it's all about figuring that balance out, and I'll get more into this later, but usually the way I do that is by mapping out my whole week with workouts versus working on my business stuff in the morning. I usually will map that out on Sunday before the beginning of each week, but we'll get into that later. If you're passionate about it and you enjoy doing it, you will find the time. If it's something where you're like, oh, I want to start a blog because I really want to make money and that's the only reason, it's probably going to be hard to keep up with it. Like, if you really enjoy doing photography or video stuff or YouTube, then you'll find the time because you get excited to do it. Even if you're really tired after a long day of work, you'll still come home and feel like energized to work on your blog or work on your YouTube. And sometimes you will just be tired and unmotivated. Like, that happens too. Most of the time when I come home from work, I'll listen to like a motivational podcast on the way home, and by the time I get home, I'm ready to start working on my blog or create a new email newsletter or something like that. So you definitely find what you enjoy doing and you make time for it. Trying to get stuff done during the work week is challenging, and if you really just feel like you can't get stuff done during the work week, that's totally okay, because you can work on the weekend. And I know that doesn't sound fun because you're like, it's my weekend, I just want to relax, but I've kind of figured it out and I've got it down to a good schedule. I have one day where I just relax and do fun stuff. Maybe I will go for a hike or go to the beach with my boyfriend. Just getting outdoors is usually really nice on the weekends, especially here in Los Angeles. Go shopping, chill, try a new brunch place or something like that, hang out with friends. And then the other day I just devote to waking up and getting my stuff done. That's just like my only day of the week where I finally get to focus solely on my YouTube stuff, my blog stuff. And every weekend I've kind of built a routine by now of what I need to get done every week. Once you start your online business or side hustle kind of thing, you get into a routine of like, what are weekly tasks that you need to get done. So for example, every Sunday I know that I need to write a new blog post for the week, write a new email newsletter because they go out for me on Monday, and also make new pins for the blog post that I'm about to post. So it's basically just like getting set up for the week. And then if I have extra things like working on my ebook or editing a YouTube video or filming a new YouTube video, those little extra things I also have to factor in. And by now I kind of know how much I can realistically get done in a day, because it used to be like I would write down all this stuff and it would be way too much to actually get done in a full day, and I would be really disappointed that I didn't get it all done. But now I kind of know like my capabilities and what's realistic. So every morning or like the night before, usually Sunday is like my work day. Every morning I wake up and I write down on a little sticky note my intentions for the day. It can be goals or intentions, but whatever it is, you just want to make sure that you set a purpose for your day, because subconsciously it makes you realize that you're working towards something, and so you're more motivated to work towards achieving that goal. And also it just feels really good to like cross it off when you finish it. And Sundays at the end of the day is usually when I plan out my whole week. So I have a planner that I love that my mom got me for Christmas, and I really like the layout of it because you can see the whole week and have plenty of space to write in the planner. And I'll write out the workouts that I want to do and then designate what mornings are going to be my work mornings, like I explained. And I'll write down any other appointments or if I'm seeing friends, so I can know like if I have to work around those kind of things. In the other boxes, I like to write maybe my word of the week, so you can see that my word for this upcoming week is action, because I feel like I've recently been doing a lot of mindset work and not actually taking action on those goals of mine. So this week is really focusing on action. And I like doing this because it's like you can have that word in the back of your mind throughout the week to kind of remind you what motivates you and what you're working towards. Finally, I also want to mention that mindset, self-care, doing some sort of meditation is really important to me as well. And I think it's very important if you do lead a very busy lifestyle, because staying motivated, staying positive is how you keep going. And I recently have started doing a lot more meditation. I do a lot of work with different healing crystals, which I'm planning on making a video about because I think that's very important. So I think I'm gonna do another video on my meditation routine, but basically every night before I go to bed, I grab some of my different crystals that I have. Each crystal has a different healing property. Let's say tonight I want to do a meditation that will help me with my anxiety, or maybe I'm feeling a little bit down on myself and I want to do one to help boost my self-esteem, or maybe I want to do one to help me visualize my goals and my manifestations. There are different crystals that have certain energies that help specifically with those things, so I usually grab some of those. But ever since I started using meditation and crystals, it actually has helped me fall asleep so much better, and I'm really grateful because I think it's really helped like quiet my mind, because my mind is always going and thinking of the next thing. So definitely incorporate some sort of like meditation, or if you're into yoga, just anything that can help your mind just go blank and silent, to give yourself a break, because we all need that, especially if you lead a very, very busy lifestyle. That is it from me. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know in the comments below, and by giving it a like and subscribe if you want more content like this. And then definitely go make sure to check out Laura's video. I will also link that down below. She's probably way more thorough about her day-to-day routine. She's really awesome, so definitely consider subscribing to her channel as well. I'm really, really glad that you stopped by to watch this video. If you have questions about balancing a side hustle and a full-time job, ask me below and I will be happy to answer. I will see you guys next time. Bye.